Hi, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is April 3rd, 2022. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Also, if you like these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe before we get going. It really does help me out, and I do appreciate that. All right, so looking at the S&P, maybe this is a big topping pattern. Maybe this is a retest of a breakout and it's going to move higher. We don't know, right? But it's something we're watching. And if you are interested in this kind of analysis, I do a state of the market video on Saturday mornings. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. And I kind of go in depth with intermarket analysis and give you my opinion on what I think will happen. All right, but this is stocks to watch, and so we are looking for the things or the names that are outperforming and doing better than the regular market, so we can do better than the regular market, right? And I'm talking about S&P in general for regular market. So I also do a video on I did one yesterday called the long view, and I go over what ETFs are really outperforming. Now, I drill it down even further with stocks to watch, which is this one, and I'm going to pull up the ETF. Then I'll show you what stocks I think look the best for setups in that section. Okay, so let's get started. First one was XOP. Nice looking outperformance in the ETF, and then let's look at the names underneath. Okay, so first one is PTEN, Patterson Energy. Broke out of this area, really big important area, and just kind of going sideways, consolidating as volume dries up. Looks really good, very easy to manage risk. AR, love the uptrend, and now we have a nice little tight consolidation into moving averages. That looks pretty good to me. Next up, CNX. Again, giant update here, almost a 10% update. Look at all this accumulation going on. And now you have this little beautiful flag right there. CNX Resources looks really, really good. Next up is going to be RRC. This is a range resource. Again, nice little tight consolidation pattern after a nice big up. A really strong looking name there. MTDR. You know, giant volume there. I'm not sure what that was about, but just giant volume, nice update, 5%, and looks like it wants to move higher. And last one in this grouping, SM Energy. And you see it's, been an important space for a long time, and drilling in, just really consolidating right here in, eating up supply, hopefully. So there you go. There were 6 names in the XOP ETF that I think look really good. If I haven't told you before, write them down, make the chart your own. This is your trade, not mine. And know your earnings dates, please. All right. Next up will be GDX. So GDX also looks really good. You see it's trying to break out of this area right here. And let's drill it down to which items I think are the best within. Well, first, Newmont Mining, largest holding, and it broke out. This would be too extended for me to buy right here, but if there was any kind of pullback, it would be potentially actionable. Barrick Gold, that's regular gold. We want Barrick Gold. What? Sorry. Looking for Barrick Gold. Why can't I find it? Well, let's try that one more time. One more try for trading view. Barrick. There we go. See, multiple ways to find what you're looking for. Barrick Gold, beautiful little cup and handle pattern. I mean, as good as, nice chart as you can find right here. If it breaks out, right, then I think it's a long all day. GFI. Really, really strong, great accumulation in the handle. You're showing the dip in the volume profile. the handle, in the pullback, I should call it. But yeah, beautiful up. And this was, important for forever, basically. Since 2011, this has been an important area. Goes back before this also. So looks really good if this can break out or even break the downtrend, right? I could even put a line here. And I think that would be the, break the downtrend and then off to the races, hopefully. GFI, PAAS, Pan American. Yeah, I mean, just a little kind of double bottoming action, trying to break out. Looks pretty good. SSRM, getting crazy volume coming in on this one. Nice up, consolidated, and looks like it wants to break out of this area. Again, great volume accumulation. Last one in this group, HL. It broke out, came back, retested, successful retest. Moving averages have now caught up. Now it looks like it's ready to move higher again. So that's Hecla Mining. All right, so that was all my gold miners I liked. Next up will be XME, Metals and Mining ETF. So some overlap here, but I didn't put any overlap names in there. And as you can see, so far we have oil and gas, GDX, gold miners, and now we have mining, metals and mining. That's a theme, right? What's doing well in this market? What's setting up? I think we can see, and that's important. All right, so XME, beautiful uptrend. Nothing bad to see there. So some names: MP Materials. They do rare earth metals, and love the breakout. Kind of tight consolidation right here. Great accumulation going on in this name. So it's MP. Next up is CLF. Strong name, just doing everything right. Now it's kind of moving sideways within a range. So looks pretty good there. That's CLF. Next up is going to be LAC. LAC is a lithium name, and this one is beautiful little kind of cup. Now it's extended here, right? So I would wait for that pullback handle, but undeniable that this is under accumulation. But again, I would wait for that pullback. I don't love this last candle. I think you need a low volume pullback and then. So maybe on my list next week, right? Next up is going to be BTU. Here's BTU. It's a coal name. Decreasing volume as it's kind of moving sideways. So again, a breakout here would be pretty good. VALE. And you see this was an important area. And I think a breakout here. Don't love the volume profile as much as some others, but it still looks pretty good and only price pays. Last one in this group will be Nucor. Yeah, nice big up. Now you have the little flag type pattern. Now it should be able to move higher from here. All right, so there you go. There's 6 names in the metals and mining space. All right, so last round will be my miscellaneous section that really don't fit into a perfect spot. There are some oil and gas names in here, but we'll go forward here. DDOG. So Datadog, for a software company, it's holding up phenomenal, right? Back above the VWAP from the earnings gap. We got bullish cross right here. Again, is software in vogue right now? Nope, sure isn't. But this one's holding up great. So if things do turn, Datadog may be one of the leaders going forward. Bloom Energy, this was an important area, came back up and now just kind of consolidated in this area. Again, I like this volume right here, right? Shows lots of accumulation in this particular name. LBRT, Liberty Oilfield Services. So as you can see from the IPO, this has been and has been an important area. Zooming in to what we see here, nice little consolidation. If it can break out, I think this could be a long. LFG, great ticker. So this one, I don't even think these VWAPs are relevant anymore, so I'm gonna take them off. Nice little cup, a little breakout, maybe a little bit ahead of itself, may need to just come back and kind of consolidate or test moving averages, let them catch up. But great accumulation going on this name from the earnings on forward. And so I'll watch the same LFG, BEPC, another renewable name, and beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that's as good as it gets right there, right? BEPC. Nice little move higher there. Maybe overhead supply, maybe not. We'll find out. But yeah, this was just a great little flag breakout. And now it's trying to move higher from there. And again, good accumulation overall in this name, especially since the uptrend. Next up, Kroger. This one just doesn't want to go yet, man. I don't know if it's going to be too tight for too long and it's going to fail, or if it's eventually going to launch. But moving averages now have caught up, right? Like, we don't have to worry about that. So now, again, it may chop around for another few days, but I think this one is creating a launching pad. And I think that's going to be a good thing. Again, Kroger company. And then I think John Deere, DE. Actually, you know what? I don't like John Deere. Take it off the list. So there you go. There were 7 names there, right? 25 overall. All right. So let's go into last week's top. And I had JNPR last week. Had a decent week, right? Came back, retested, held. So that was actually nice to see that held. Actually started the week here. So again, it was up for the week, but again, did kind of fail towards the end of the week. All right, Tenable TMB. Again, a nice little, still consolidating 2, 4, 5. It was up on the week, and maybe it's the start of a new uptrend, but it was kind of, it was up on the week. We'll take it. SSRM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice little up on the week. Again, you had to endure a shakeout, but it was up on the week. CCJ, the uranium name. 2, 3, 4, 5. So start out here again. There was a shakeout, but still up on the week. Kroger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, technically up on the week, right? Not much movement, more sideways, but it was up. The last one in this group was Bloom Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that one was just barely, but up for the week. Okay. So again, top 5 last week did pretty good. All of them were up. But let's talk about this week's. First one is going to be AR. Love this type of sideways consolidation. And I'll be honest with you, there's a bunch of others that look good. I think Range Resource was one that looked very similar. I think SM looked very good. No, it was MTDR maybe. There's a bunch of them that look good, but AR is my choice in this grouping. I do like it. Nice accumulation. Looks good. GFI, so this one, strong run, perfect flag. If it can break the downtrend line, I think it could be off to the races. Really nice look there. MP, I mean, just beautiful accumulation right here as it's breaking out. And it's just, again, a little bit extended, may need to come back and retest a little bit, but overall, I mean, strong looking name. LFG. Again, beautiful cup, kind of maybe a little bit extended, may need to come back a little bit. But if you get that early pullback in the week, maybe a retest and then a bounce, that'd be really nice. And some carryovers from last week. Tenable, I think things just starting to get going. Again, look at this type of accumulation here. Love the name. Looks really good. And of course, Kroger has to be on there because, it's either going to explode higher or fail dramatically, right? Maybe even close that gap. But either way, not either way. I think this one moves higher. I really like the setup. I think it's in the right sector. Things look really good. So there you go. There was my top ones. I think there was 6 total in that grouping. But a lot of other good names in there as well. All right. So I hope you liked this video. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know, what I missed. Right? What are you watching? Appreciate everything, guys. Have a great day. Find me on Twitter at AlphaCharts365. Check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. I think you'll like them. The long view's been actually one of my favorite ones to produce because it really does take a lot of the emotion and volatility out of trading, looking at weekly timeframes with using ETFs. So anyway, y'all take care. Have a great day.